Alright, well, got jail hood pins off, or hood latches off Amazon, installed in my JK. Today, I'm going to put my winch line back in. Forgot to put the cover on it, so I'm going to do that real quick. Do want to check the fluids. It's been running for a couple months now with the new supercharged motor. So, kind of want to just do an inspection of how things are looking, but for having an intake that small and about 10 feet of intake tubing, she still rips pretty good. I took a Focus ST to 60 miles an hour the other day. So I gotta get that going, and I'm working on this. Spent a lot of time and money getting this thing running. It's a really old race car. Lost a timing belt, rebuilt the motor, put a bunch of race parts in the head, and then the cam gear sheared off the cam. And this fancy head that's full of titanium and brass lost some brand new valves. I think these are BC valves, crane valve train. And you know what? This thing's full of old race car parts. And I thought about restoring it, but after it's sat for a couple of years, I don't think restoring it's what I need to be doing. It's probably not even safe to drive. But poor old rusty Neon RT can fund some new projects. I'm going to put some fancy rods and pistons in the original Jeep motor, so I can it's got boost creep. So the supercharger makes about 9 psi, but on the highway it only makes about 3. When I'm cruising at like 3,000 RPM. So I want to put, because this is kind of like a wastegate actuated, the bypass valve, it makes more boost at higher RPM and it works like a centrifugal supercharger. But I want all the boost all the time, so I'm going to build an electronic boost controller. So that motor back in, the original motor with a supercharger, and around 9 pounds of boost at idle. Pretty much, get that V8 power. And I need to winterize this sonbitch here pretty soon. These are my projects right now that I'm working on. So the Jeep's basically done, I gotta fix the winch rope, but I think this thing is just coming to pieces. It's got Kirk long tube header, TTI stainless exhaust, Neon Goodies shifter bushings, Crower. I should just restore these BC coilovers that are ancient. Oh, she's a mess. But my garage is where race cars go. But hey, some race cars get to live. It's not my car, but it's in my garage and it ain't moved in a long time. That thing, however, gets plenty of mileage and runs just fine. It's a Harley with titanium on it. So, some classic hillbilly roots with some engineering prowess. Alright, well, it's below freezing. I should get to work.